everyone. Welcome to Quiet Please. Kira here, Mel here, and Rory McIlroy is officially a two-time Masters champion. Mel, how was your week at the Masters tournament?
You can probably allude to this. It's quite long when you're working in broadcast, isn't it? It's obviously a huge honor, and it's such a cool opportunity to work at the Masters, but it is a long week. It is a very, very long week. Long hours, a lot of prep. But no, I mean, the Masters never seems to fail, does it? There's always a bit of drama at the Masters, and the cream, for some reason, the cream always rises to the top at that golf tournament. It's insane.
It always delivers.
It always delivers. And I feel bad. Don't listen to the episode that we did last week. I ruled him out. I didn't think he had his mojo back, but I think we can safely say the mojo is very much back whenever Rory McIlroy plays the Masters. I
thought I was this close to being so smart and like golf Yoda by picking Cameron Young. And he let me down in the end. But I am very, very happy for Rory to be able to come out and defend. Like that's, only 3 other players have done it. Jack, Nick Faldo, and Tiger. It's been 24 years since somebody has defended their title at the Masters tournament. So that's like, you reach legendary stuff. People are calling him the best European golfer ever. So as a European golfer, what do you think about that moniker?
100%. I think he's surpassed Sir Nick with his 6 majors. This is Rory's 6th major. With his PGA Tour wins, I think he's passed him and Seve. I do. I really do. I think he now can own that title, that he is the best European golfer ever, which is pretty sick.
Yeah, I think you had the Ryder Cups in there too. And then also being this competitive in this day and age with the equipment they have and the level of play. People just don't really do this anymore. He's like truly a one-of-one generational talent. So sorry, just quickly before I interrupt you, because I'll forget this stat. He has also been in the top 10 consecutively in the world for like 16 years, which I think is one of the most impressive stats I've ever seen in my life. Isn't that insane? Crazy. Yeah, that's like Tiger level stuff. Like, to be able to sustain at that. That means he's grinded ground at the same level for 16 years. That's insane.
I know.
The level of dedication.
Mm-hmm. It's insane. And like the ability, this is what I said actually on the broadcast. I said, what's amazing about Rory McIlroy is, so I've known Rory since we were probably about 15, 16. We used to play a lot of junior events. We were in Team Faldo together. We just developed we just kind of got on, and we're just always in the same circles. And so I don't know if I mentioned this to you, but when I was on the range, I was working PJ Champ last year. He came up to me in the range and we had a really good chat. And I said this on the broadcast, said, when you chat to him, when you've known him for that long, he's still the same Rory McIlroy. Like you just pick up like where you left off, and he's very present when he's talking to you. And yet the way that he just constantly wants to be better, it is so hard to do that. Like it would have been so easy for him to get complacent and gone, do you know what? I've done pretty good in my career. Let's back off a little bit. I can, spend more time doing this or doing other things. And he just loves it. He loves it. He loves to compete. He loves the game of golf. He loves it just as much as he did when he was 6 years old. And that to me is one of the most incredible compliments I think I can give the lad. I just think he's amazing.
Yeah, I think that without that innate inner drive, there's just no way that you can spend that much time away from your friends and family and put yourself through the heartbreak, the near misses at like the Open Championship in 2022, the LACC US Open that he lost to Wyndham Clark, the Pinehurst US Open that he lost to Bryson, and all the stuff that people say about him and all the crap and all of the, there's so much noise that you have to live in to compete at that level. So many people are like, screw this. Like, I'm good. I won my 4 majors. Peace. But the guy is relentless. So I thought it would be nice if we could maybe, since you were on the show every single day and you knew exactly what happened, if we could kind of go through how the story unfolded briefly. So if those of you that just caught the clips or you weren't glued to everything at every single moment, which is totally fine. Maybe Mel, you can go through he Friday, Saturday, the lead that he got. Thursday, Friday, the lead that he got. Then Saturday kind of was tough, and then the drama of Sunday.
Yeah. So Rory's the problem is with Rory at majors, he doesn't usually get off to a great start. If he kind of shoots around level par on the first day, he's good. But he has been known to throw in like a 75, 76, and it throws him out the major, really. This year, he started out with a 67, which is his best start, I think, to the Masters. And then Friday, he's going on quite nicely. And then he gets to the 13th hole and boom, he turns something on. And there was a look in his eye. And I remember saying on the broadcast, I said, people think Rory gets in the flow quite often. I don't think he does. I just think he's so good that he can get away with it. He was in the flow. That's just the way that his eyes they shifted. And he birdied 6 out of the last 7. He hit the shot of the tournament. Well, actually, I'll go back to that. At the time, the shot of the tournament on 17, hit in the trees, chipped out and chipped in on 17. Birdie's the 18th. Goes into the weekend with a 6-shot lead.
Wait, hold on. I'll pause you there before you talk about the lead. He was also totally crap off the tee. So,
oh my God.
He hit none of the fairways on the par 5s on Thursday and Friday. And so all of this he was doing with his wedge play, his putting, and like just out of his mind short game. Then he gets the 6-shot lead.
So Friday night, this is a cool stat. Did you know this? So there was 91 players in the field, obviously. He was 90th in driving accuracy. The guy that was 91st was dead last.
Yeah, I saw that.
And he was leading by 6, which is just a joke. Okay, I can't tell you that is just insane. So then he goes into Saturday and gets off to a horrible start, loses his lead pretty quickly, I would say, or it got halved within 2 holes, basically. It went down to 3. He had to grind his ass off that day. He looked very
tight.
Tight, tired. I think he just looked very drained to me. Mm-hmm. So he's battling his ass off. Anyway, he ends up going into Sunday with a co-lead with Cameron Young.
So he brought in all these other names like Shane Lowry,
Sam
Justin
Burns.
Rose, Day, Sam. All these other people now like have a legitimate chance to win the Masters because Rory shot 73 on Saturday.
Yeah. And then, so we get into Sunday and again, we're thinking, here we go again. He doesn't really get off to the best start. He has a sloppy 3-putt on 4, bogeys the par 3 6th, and he's now behind. And then again, he hits this tee shot on 7, absolutely pipes his drive, and all of a sudden he had a perk in his step. I don't know what it was. Something shifted. So he then takes the lead. God, Kira, you're really making me think here. He then takes the lead. No, he doesn't. Justin Rose has a 2-shot lead going down the 10th hole, doesn't he?
Yeah, or 10. Yeah. I was standing right there with Andrew on Sunday. So we saw that Justin was leading. He had a 2-shot lead at that point, I think, after 9. And he hits a beautiful drive on 10. And he walks by with like a very stoic look. And Justin clearly is in the hunt for a potential green jacket. Obviously, we know all of the heartbreak that Justin's had. He lost in the playoff to Rory last year. He lost in the playoff to Sergio Garcia in 2017. So we stood there and we were like, Rory's in the next group. Let's see if he, what he does. Hits a nice drive. And he's walking down and you could tell that he was like trying not to look at the leaderboard, because there's a scoreboard right there on like golfer's right of 10. And he then like timidly looks over and just does a big breath and looks back, and like Harry Diamond, his caddy, also looked, and they kind of just like powered through. But it was just interesting to stand there and watch them go through that. Anyway, continue. Justin Rose has a 2-shot lead as he makes a turn.
Lead. And there is an excitement around the ground because yes, Rory McIlroy is a very popular winner. Of course he is. Justin Rose, I think, would have been one of the most popular wins. Like everyone was rooting for him. He's 45, 46 years old. And now he's in, is this his time? Is he going to do it? He bogeys 11, hits a really bad shot in there, doesn't get it up and down. And then 12 hits over the back. This is Justin Rose. Hits over the back on 12, obviously the iconic par 3, and duffs his chip. And I think that just completely deflated him. And then
duffs the Masters there.
Duffs the Masters. That was it. I think that he was trying so hard, like hit it on the par 5, 13 in 2, 3, right, sloppy 3-putt. So he went around Amen Corner, and Amen Corner just absolutely deflated him.
Yeah.
Which is really sad. And then he missed obviously a short putt on 17. So that was him
That
really. And then Rory just turned it on. I think the shot of the tournament for me, I was going to say, shot of the tournament for me was his tee shot on 12. And I'm going to give Harry Diamond some credit here because he also gets a lot of stick, or he has done in the past. And I have never felt that it was justified. I think that it's, he mentioned in the press conference. People they just like to talk, don't they? Not even about interesting things, Kira. Like, at least when we talk, it's interesting.
Yeah. If you're going to make fun of Harry Diamond, at least be funny about it.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Stop being
don't
so
be mean.
Boring.
Yeah, don't be mean and boring. Be funny.
Harry Diamond just never talks. So people are filling in the words for him. Anyway, justice for Harry. Continue.
Justice for Harry. Rory wanted to hit the shot. Rory is a very quick player. And Harry kind of stops him, double checks the wind, and Rory hits the shot of the tournament. Closest shot of the day on 12 in the famous back right pin. Makes birdie. Birdie's 13, and he's just gone then.
Bye.
Unbelievable up and down on 16. Good up and down on 17. And then he's playing with 2 shots. So whiffs his driveway way right on 18. But it's fine. He can make bogey. And
wait, no, we need to talk more about 18. You can't just blow past that. That was like everything came down to that. He's standing on 18. All he needs to do is make par. He can make bogey. He's got a 2-shot cushion. Scotty Scheffler is freaking doing Scotty things.
Yeah.
And is already in the clubhouse at 11. Rory's at 13. He blocks his drive to off the planet. Then what?
Like almost on 10.
Yeah.
And then hits it out. He's lucky it didn't plug in the bunker, if I'm honest.
Mm-hmm.
He's a lucky boy for that. And then he just hits out of the bunker to 15 feet. And then rolls out there to tap in distance. And he started to get emotional, didn't he, before he held the puck?
That was
he
cute.
wiped a few tears, yeah.
He's looking at his family.
Yeah, it was the first time his mum has seen him win since he won in Hoylake back in 2014 or something, 2015. Mm-hmm. So it's first, his parents weren't out there last year when he won the Masters. And they didn't want to come out this year because they said, well, you did all right last year when we weren't here. So I think they had a bit of superstition there. But it was awesome. Jerry and Rose.
Legends.
And obviously Poppy. She's so cute.
My 2 favorite things from them. One was that Rosie was carrying a purse that was made of the New York Times article of Rory's win from last year, which I thought was adorable. Like, it's such a mom thing to do. And then Poppy is so grown up. Like, we've seen her grow up before our eyes. But when he mentioned her in his green jacket ceremony speech outside, and he mentions that it's become her favorite week. I don't know if it's because of the par 3 contest or because it's the all-you-can-eat ice cream in the Player Services building. And she just crosses her little legs and she puts her head in her hand like she's so embarrassed. She was like, Dad. Such a teenager. I mean, she's like 6, but that was such a teenage gesture to make. Like, oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. My dad is calling me out.
So I didn't tell
cute.
You. It's so cute. I didn't tell you this story. I completely forgot to tell you this last night. So after we finished the broadcast, I went and met Ollie Brett, friend of the pod.
Shout out Land Manatee, caddying in the Masters for Michael Brennan.
Yeah, and he did a great job. So I went to meet him for a beer, and then I also texted Anna Jackson because I wanted to meet her for a quick drink. All the drinks were done by the time I got there, so I didn't even have a drink, Kira. I didn't even have a celebratory drink for the week.
Where? Where do you mean? Where did you get? Where?
At the under the tree, where we can go in with press.
Oh,
it was too late. Too late grafting.
They're probably like, all right, get out now, please.
Everyone leave. So
your time here is up.
Anna was telling me that just before that, she went into the bathroom in the building, and Erica was there with Poppy, and she goes, "Oh my God, huge congrats!" And Erica's like, "Thank you so much." And Poppy just goes to Erica, "Did Daddy win?" And she's like, "Yes, Daddy won." She's like, "Oh, cool."
She goes, "Wow."
Yeah, how cute is that? I mean, she has no idea, and it's obviously she shouldn't have any idea, but. I think maybe she's starting to realize now that her dad is pretty special.
Is Daddy good at golf?
Yeah. Remember when she went to school once and she came back, she went, "Daddy, are you famous? Everyone keeps asking me about you." And he's like, "I don't know. Some people think I am." And she's like, "Oh, all right, cool."
Moving on.
Moving on. So yeah, listen, I just think the Masters, and I really do. I mean, I obviously, my heart is with the Open and the Women's British Open, but the Masters for me, just everything about it is so special. And it always creates like this incredible finish. Like it really does. And it's just one of the most special tournaments, and they do such a good job. And, you know, you've been there a lot. I've been there a few times. It's a very special place, and it just creates very special moments.
Yeah. And I mean, shout out Rory for taking us on a roller coaster ride again. Like he could have easily made this a blowout win.
I know.
But no, we all needed to go on that ride, which is kind of great because, you know, you don't want it to be just a runaway. And then, you know, the fact that Scotty made that huge charge on Sunday, like, is that going to happen again? Like Scotty is known to, I mean, he was at what, even par after 2 days, and then he ends up finishing second. Like that's, I mean, if he did a little bit better on Thursday, Friday, he would have won.
Yeah.
And he just like couldn't, it was a little too far back to come back from.
Yeah.
And then also like Sam Burns, Cam Young, J-Day, and Shane all had a legitimate chance to win. And they all, I mean, especially Cam Young, but they all just kind of crumpled. Like nobody really brought it that day. Like, not even Justin Rose. So it was like survival of the fittest. It was a survival contest. It wasn't like somebody went out and just grabbed the tournament.
Yeah, that's a great point. I agree with you.
Scotty
like
tried.
A lot of things worked in Rory's favor. Put it that way.
Yeah.
Like Rory didn't need to go and birdie 3 of the last 4 or something like that, you know?
Yeah.
So it was, just unbelievable. And yeah, the jacket looks good on you, Ross. The
jacket for another year. I wonder what he's going to do for his Champions Dinner next year.
I know.
Did you see his quote about Irish food?
Yes.
A reporter asked him why he didn't make the menu more Irish, and he said, because I wanted to enjoy the dinner too. Apologies to the Irish listeners.
Apologies. I love Irish food. I'm British. I love Irish food. But yeah.
What is Irish food?
I knew you were going to ask me this. Like,
is this like potatoes?
I was going to say potatoes and like steak and potato, like stews, I would say is very Irish.
I mean, it's cold there.
Yeah, it's freezing. Yeah. Like casseroles, things like that, I think are quite.
Can you imagine if he comes out with a steak and potato casserole for,
oh my gosh.
for the main
I would be there.
I would actually love that.
Yeah. But I had a bit of drama myself. My haunted house.
Okay. So now we get to talk about the actual fun stuff.
Yes.
Go ahead.
So you stay in a hotel, but there is a girl's house, and it's Amanda Balionis, Iona Stephen, Hallie Ledbetter, and Kelly Tillman, legend. So to be clear, I don't stay in the gal house, not because I'm not invited, but because I work for a different network, and my network puts me in one place, their network puts them in a different. Yes,
continue.
You're always invited in the girl's house.
Thank you.
Always. So I basically text Amanda and I'm like, I'm going to try and get in your girl's house because whenever I can stay in a house, I'm going to do it. So luckily I got in, but the room that I was supposed to stay in didn't have a bed because it's like kind of upstairs and in a bit of a weird room. So they very kindly got me a bed. Shout out to Libby, and it was very comfy. Actually, I think it was so comfy. It was the comfiest bed in the house. So anyway, now I'm in bed on the first night, and about 3 a.m. I can feel something on my leg, and it kind of like woke me up, and I was like, "Whoa, what was that?" I thought, "Oh, don't worry, that might have been the duvet or something like that." So I thought, that was a bit weird, and I could sense something. I was like, "There's something weird about this."
There's a presence.
There's something. No, I thought I'm not going to freak the girls out because it's a long week. We're already a bit stressed. Don't want to put that in their head. So the next night, nothing happened. But the following morning, Kelly Tillman was we were making coffee. And she goes, "Dude, weirdest thing happened to me last night." She's like, "I woke up like in the middle of the night and I felt this thing on my leg." I was like, "Where?" And she was like, "Right here, like by my knee." And I went, "Oh, Kelly, okay, I have to tell you something." I had the same thing. Like 2 nights ago, she was like, shut the fuck up. I was like, "Yeah, okay, we're going to have to tell the girls because this is too much." So we tell the girls, they're like, "Oh, whatever." Like, because I do struggle with sleep paralysis when I'm really tired. We've mentioned this, but usually when I nap, okay, it's actually quite horrific. I need to probably get some help for many things, but that's one of them.
We need to get you a sleep test or something. Add that,
we'll add that to
the list of medications.
It's getting quite long. I'm going to have to do a Google Doc soon. That's how long it's got.
Of the conditions.
Of the conditions of Mel. So whatever, I go to sleep the next night and I feel like someone's pinning me down. And I'm pretty sure it is my sleep paralysis, but I literally can usually throw myself out of it and wake up. And I could not move my arms. Like they were pinned up against my head. And I thought, this is really odd. And it was happening for about 2 minutes. And normally it doesn't last that long. So I'm starting to panic and my breathing gets weird and I can't breathe. So I'm then trying to shout for Hallie, who's next door to me, to try and wake me up. But obviously I can't shout. And then this weird thing in the corner came out and I tried to grab it.
My worst nightmare, by the way.
And when this hand came down and Dirty Dancing was playing, and Dirty Dancing is my mum's favorite movie. And every single song from that, I think of my mum. And I haven't thought about it for ages. And Dirty Dancing was playing. So I looked up in the corner and this hand came down, like a white hand, like light. And I grabbed it and it woke me up.
Ah!
Isn't this fucked up, right? So then I tell the girls, and Amanda is like, that's your sleep paralysis. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, okay, you're taking it too far, Matt. As usual, you've exaggerated everything. I'm like, guys, I wish I was, but it freaked me out. So then we had dinner on Saturday. First time we had dinner as a house because we've all doing crazy schedules. And Amanda's boyfriend came over for the weekend to watch the Masters. And apparently, I woke up in the morning to have coffee and Amanda goes, I believe you. And I went, what are you talking about? And she goes, we were getting ready for bed and I'd shut all the lights off and Peter was like, hey, there's a light in the closet that you've left on. And she was like, oh yeah, I have. That's weird. I thought I switched that off. And she went in the closet because Amanda had like the master suite and she said there was no light on in there. So she was like, no, it must have been something, a reflection. And they're both in bed and Peter goes, oh my God, no, there it is. And this light like glided across the doorway. And then Peter woke up in the middle of the night and felt something in between them. And he thought it was me because I was like, I'm going to jump in one of your beds.
Which is so not out of the realm of possibility. Like, oh, Mel,
not out the realm.
Mel wanted to cuddle? Okay.
Yeah, if I want to cuddle, I'm going to come for a cuddle.
That was his first thought, which was so funny.
And he said it did freak me out because I thought it was you. He's like, oh, Mel's just coming for a cuddle. In between us is a bit weird, but yeah, she's coming for and in the bed is a bit weird, but whatever, it's Mel. She just does things like that. And he obviously realized there was no one there and it freaked him out. So the house was haunted. I didn't sleep very well all week. I've had like probably apart from last night, I had like 7 hours of sleep in the last 2 days. So other than that, it's a good story though, isn't it?
It was
Why does this shit happen to me? This shit always happens to me. Why can't it go and haunt someone else?
I don't know. There was no ghost at the Marriott. I'll tell you that. It was ghost free. There was a funny smell in my room the first week and I had to change rooms. But other than that, that was my biggest challenge.
So yeah, that was the only thing that was a bit stressful. But listen,
it's just not used to so many people in Augusta, Georgia.
Yeah, and it was fired up about me. It was fired up about me. It
saw you as an easy target.
Yeah.
She doesn't even have a real room. She's sleeping in the lounge.
Yeah, she has paralysis, and I don't want to believe her anyway. Sleep paralysis.
Yeah, exactly.
She kind of exaggerates a story to make it a good story.
Prone to exaggeration as
Prone
it
to
is.
Hey, a little lie never gets in the way of a good story, Kira.
Exactly.
So yeah. So I had a little visitor.
Mel. I'm glad that you got through that. I'm sorry about the sleep situation because when you don't have good sleep at the Masters, it makes a tough week almost unlivable. So
yes.
That's props to you for making it through. And Ghost, if you're listening, we respect you.
Martha.
And come in peace. Her name is Martha?
Yeah, I called her Martha.
Or their name is Martha.
I think it was a woman.
Do we know it's a woman? It's a woman?
Yeah, okay. She just didn't like me. Yeah. Didn't like me at all.
I thought that maybe this was like an old house or something. Apparently it's a new build. So I don't know if something traumatic happened recently there or she just decided to move into a new place because it's quite nice.
Yeah. So that was a fun experience for me. So maybe I'll stay in the Marriott next year if I get offered the job again.
Team Marriott.
I'll be like, I need to be next to Kira Dixon and next to Anna Jackson.
Just in between us, just in case there is a ghost. So
and give me a spare
go and knock on someone's door.
Exactly. So yeah, look, it makes a good story, but I was shitting my pants. Like I was telling you, like I was so tired at night, but I was just sitting in the lounge begging the girls to come back from their shifts to like talk to me so that I wasn't alone. Like I hate being alone anyway.
I know. When I get a text yesterday and she goes, "I'm so tired. There was a ghost in my room." I was like, "What the fuck?"
I know.
Classic.
So,
okay, other than the ghost, there were some fun little storylines I thought we could catch up on in case the people didn't see. Okay, so Sergio Garcia.
What is wrong with these guys?
Sorry, we have to bring this up. So if you didn't see it, Sergio on the second hole of the final day, okay, it's 2. Okay, you still got 16 holes to go. He hits like not that bad of a drive.
Okay, that's why I was confused. It was a little right. It wasn't like horrific.
It wasn't like off the planet, but okay. And he then proceeds to take his anger out on the grass and like take several chunks out of the tee box, which is a big no-no, especially at Augusta National. And then he slams his club against the cooler on the tee and completely snaps his driver, which is, not a great look, but also you got 16 holes to play, so you better be good with that 3-wood, buddy. Kind of got away with it, but Augusta National came out to give him a warning, and it was a whole thing. And then afterwards, he agreed to speak with media and was not.
Why? I don't know.
Yeah, he gave some very short 1 or 2 word answers. There was no apology really or contrition there. And he kind of just chalked it up to, sometimes it happens. Emotions get high out there. I just don't understand. Like there's no chance for you to win at that point. Like it's just not going to happen. And you're, 46 and what are we doing?
What are we doing? I mean, it doesn't look great for the lad, does it? It's not the first time he's got angry. Remember he threw his shoe off? When he took his shoe off and kicked it.
Yeah.
Can you remember that?
I think he's also, he's taken
smashed a tee box
putter.
at the Open.
Yeah, he's taken a putter to like several greens in Saudi. He's done lots of stuff, but I try to like put myself in their shoes and try to understand. Obviously their entire identities are wrapped up in being good at golf. So, and he's a Spanish fiery player. Like I get that. Like John Rahm freaks out all the time. John Rahm's not like destroying things.
Tyrrell Hatton.
Yeah, Tyrrell.
But he just screams.
But it's at himself. It's at himself.
Yeah.
And so it's not like disruptive to the tournament in that way. So yeah, file under things you hate to see.
Yeah, it was. I didn't like it. I thought he could have had a much better response and took a little bit of ownership, but honestly.
I feel like in that situation, like if you just don't talk to the media, you can just say no.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think it helped.
No.
But he is a Masters champion, and from 2017, he'll be invited to come back forever. So,
yeah, I know it's not good.
Maybe with a couple days of hindsight.
Yeah, I can't really relate to it because I was never really I was more angry at myself. I never was an angry golfer, really. I probably would have played better if I was more angry. But I very rarely did I slam a club or anything like that. We don't really have any real angry players in the LPGA. It's a bit of a shame, really, because they've all gone.
The only player I know to take any turf out of the tee box is Charlie Hull, but that's just her pre-shot routine.
By accident. If people don't know, this is actually a great point about Charlie Hull. She doesn't do it as much anymore, but she used to. You always knew when Charlie played in front of you because her practice swing with a driver, she'd take like a 4-inch divot on like these pristine tees and then proceed to absolutely stripe it. But it was really odd. She was just like, and obviously, well, Laura used to tee out, but that was different. She used to smack it on the turf, didn't she? So you always knew when Laura was around, but that wasn't from anger or Charlie, really.
That's just what Laura does. Yeah, I don't know. Well, anyway.
Yeah.
That was interesting.
That was a bit of drama.
Okay. So my favorite thing about the Masters is, or one of my favorite things about the Masters as a patron is people come in early in the morning and they put their chairs wherever they want on 18T, 17T, 16T, or along fairways. You can leave your chair. No one will touch it. There's an honor system and you can go run around the whole day, bop around, do whatever you want, and then come back to your chair. And there's a cultural acceptance that other people can sit in your chair.
Mm-hmm.
But once you come back, you just say, hey, that's my chair. And the person that's sitting there says, okay, bye. So Andrew was at the Masters with me for the first time ever. He came Saturday, Sunday. It was so fun to get to have the patron experience with him in the afternoons because I would work in the morning and then I'd have the afternoon off. So we just spent Saturday and Sunday afternoon bopping to various spots and sitting in amazing seats.
Just admiring the birds.
Just, oh my God.
I love Andrew so much. I love him more and more. More you talk about him, I just want to talk about him. Andrew, I'm a big fan of yours, mate. I think me and you can vibe because I feel I just love him.
Andrew's
I love him. He's so cute.
I love him too. Andrew's a big birder. And like, he really appreciates good golf. He loves golf. We play. But he's not the type of person that's like, their lifelong dream is to go to the Masters. Like, he thinks it's a really cool, fun experience. Obviously appreciates getting to be there, the history, the fact that I was able to bring him. But Andrew loves birds.
And so cute.
And we're like literally sitting on a tee box somewhere and somebody hits this great shot. And I'm just like, wow, like, did you see that? And he's literally looking in the opposite direction up at the tree. And he's like, yeah, I don't think I've seen that before. It's a lifer. Like it's got a silver underbelly, clear underbelly, but black feathers on the top. Small. It looks kind of like a swallow. He brought pen and paper to take notes on the birds that he saw because he has the bird app.
I have the bird app.
Yeah, I know, but you don't use it like Andrew did. Like he uses the bird app like as his prime form of social media.
Oh my God, he's so cute.
And it's because he couldn't bring his phone, obviously, so he can't pull out the bird app. So he's making notes in his little note and his little piece of paper that he brought, so that later he could look up all the birds in the app.
Andrew, don't change, mate. Do not change.
Never change. Never change.
So cute.
So he loves birdies of all form that day.
Yeah. Oh, well said. We have one of my best friends, Jimmy. I actually met him at the Masters. He went with a couple of my other buddies, Mike, and we have like obviously a group chat between our friendship group. And James will just randomly put on like a bird. Like James is an animal nut. Like he goes, "Look, this bird's heavy. Look at this bird." And so James
Sick
will
bird,
also,
dude.
he says, "Heavy. This is a heavy bird." Like he went to the zoo to go and see like a stork. You know, like there's only like one stork bill thing in Florida. One of them big birds with a big beak. They literally went to Tampa Zoo drove there to go and see it because he's that much of a nerd about it.
Got to take a look.
Yeah, and
Andrew
an ostrich
his
tried on with it once.
binoculars.
Yeah.
Tried to what?
So James also sent us this video of this ostrich that he's in sales. So he's in insurance sales. And it just so happens there was like this ostrich farm on this place that he was at. And he goes, "Look at this heavy dance this ostrich is doing." And we Googled it and it was the mating call for an ostrich. So this ostrich was trying it on with James and James was just lapping it up. Yeah.
Yeah, he was loving it. Ostrich found a willing audience. So anyway, Andrew had a great time. No Tiger and no Phil at the Masters tournament for the first time in, I don't know how many years, 20 years, 25 years, something crazy.
Which is nuts. It is, actually Rory mentioned that. He says the only thing about the Champions Dinner was it was definitely missing Phil and Tiger, which is crazy. But yeah, Phil's injured, correct?
I don't know. Phil's got some
just
life stuff
well,
happening.
Both of them have a couple of life things going on.
Yeah,
So,
I think they're both. I think
it's a good.
some
I think they just need to step away for a bit. Yeah, and but yeah, it was sad, and it would have been, and we don't need to get into it, but I think Tiger was planning on playing, which would have gave it a nice little buzz. So
yeah,
but it was a bit weird.
It's almost like let's set aside his stuff that he's got going on in the wake of that accident that he had a couple weeks ago. It's almost at a certain point, it's kind of like everybody wants to hold on to the Tiger of old, of the early 2000s. And that person is just gone. Like that player, it doesn't exist anymore. He's had too many injuries for that player to exist. And what he gave us in 2019 as a moment will never happen again. And that's okay. And I think it's okay to like move on with the sport, be grateful for what he gave us. And, that's that. If he can show up and the fans can see him and thank him and feel like they got to have that moment with him, like great. But as far as like, he needs to play, he needs to win, he needs to come back and do that. That's probably what leads to a lot of this crazy stuff is he's trying to chase this thing. Like, I don't know. I feel like let's just accept that. Grateful for what happened. Grateful what he did.
Let's move on.
Yeah.
But their presence was certainly missed. But we hope they get better soon. Yeah. Personally, screw the golf. Let's just get yourselves on track.
Yeah. Agreed. So let's see. Jon Rahm made the cut on the number, did not have his best stuff. And Bryson, who talks about the Masters like it's the end all be all for him, misses the cut and played horrible. What did you think of their performances?
Jon Rahm is so good. I do think they're going to live as been an effect on him. I really do. And I think that this is the problem when you've gone to live as well, is that there were so many unbelievable players that went and personalities that went that obviously they got a lot of scrutiny for going. But then I think now it's just, whether they like to say it or not, there is an added pressure because always people are going to talk about it when you don't play well. The only person that's really played well in the majors, I know Bryson has done in the past, but Tyrrell crushed it. He got himself in a great position. He's coming back next year because he finished in the top 12. Yeah, but I feel like he's not getting talked about as much as, say, Jon Rahm or Bryson.
Well, that's because he hasn't won any majors.
Yeah, exactly. I know. So that he's kind of a little bit under the radar. But I do think that it has hindered him. I think it has an effect from a performance standpoint. You're not playing quite against the caliber of field that you would be week in, week out on the PGA Tour. The travel schedule as well for Liv is I don't care if you fly in private, it's still fucking hard.
I know. They always say like, I want to spend more time with my family, but you're flying 5,000 hours to all corners of the globe.
Exactly.
Which is fine, but it kind of negates the point.
Yeah. So I think that has an effect. The travel's been crazy. And I also think there is that added pressure because the media are going to talk about it and have their opinions on it. And so there is an added pressure to perform. And at the minute, it's underperforming. Bryson, I feel like he was very confident coming into the week. He's been playing great golf.
He was a lot of people's picks.
Yeah, he was. He was one of my picks, to be honest. We talked about it in the house. I was like, I think Bryson's going to do well this week. So a little bit of a shock. His iron play was shit, to say the least. It was awful. And then he had that sloppy triple on the last, to miss it by 2. So, I mean, his bunker play was horrific as well, by the way. He duffed 3 bunker shots, 4 bunker shots, full on duff, duff.
Oh, relatable.
Yeah, don't tell me.
Been there.
Been there, done that. Been there, done that, babes. So yeah,
But he's aware that his Bryson or his iron play is bad. Also, this is a bit in the weeds, but he has irons that are all the same length. And I don't know. I heard several people talk about the fact that that's a hard thing to have at Augusta National because there's so many uneven lies. So it kind of messes with what you're able to do with your iron play. And perhaps that leads to some of the challenges that he has there with his iron play. Because it seems like it's at Augusta National specifically that he always struggles with his irons.
And also, I have changed my opinion on Bryson. We spoke about this. I wasn't a big fan of him, a few years ago. He's definitely changed my opinion. I actually think he's doing unbelievable things for the game of golf with his YouTube page and things like that. He really is. He's just got this whole younger generation all eyes on him, and my nephew watches him. Like it's really cool to see, actually, to be honest, the way that he's switched his image and what he is doing for the game. One thing that I struggle with him with is he always blames the equipment. And it really fucking annoys me because I'm like, you have everything in your hand. Like everything that is accessible, you have. Like probably should figure this out and stop blaming your equipment.
Yeah.
It's like, it's the tools, not me.
Maybe it's a me
no
problem.
Ownership. Yeah, it's no ownership.
Yeah.
So, he slagged his driver off years ago. That was, he's now slagging off his irons. And I'm like, bro, you've had endless means to get this right. And if you've not got it right going into the Masters, that's on you. But take ownership of it. And he doesn't. And that's where I struggle with it. And we see this a lot with, not just golfers, but athletes. It's a bit of a, like, I don't know if it's a protection mechanism, but he needs to figure this out. And he needs to take some ownership because I'm getting a bit bored of him just blaming equipment.
Mm-hmm. Well said. Well
Thank
said,
you.
Mel.
Thank you, Kira.
So, okay, an interesting storyline was, I will say, like a lot of people that don't cover the game of golf week in, week out were making this point about Rory having an unfair advantage because he's been going up to Augusta National a bunch over the last 3 weeks to play the course. Now, if you are the defending champion or a champion at the Masters tournament, you have access to go to the golf course whenever you want. I don't know about whenever. I don't know the exact rules, but you are able to go for practice rounds. You know who else has access to the golf course for practice rounds ahead of the Masters tournament? Anyone who's invited. So there's this clip from ESPN, and it's them talking about how Rory's got this unfair advantage. He's gotten access to the golf course for the last 3 weeks and nobody else has. And it's one analyst says that and then the other analyst says, yeah, but it's an earned advantage. But they completely skate over the fact that everyone has access. And like, on the one hand, I'm really happy that golf enters the mainstream in those conversations and they're on like a regular sports talk show. But on the other hand, you're telling a whole nation of sports fans something that's completely wrong. Mm-hmm. And like, bring in a guest golf analyst or something if you're going to talk about golf, and not say, I was looking at a tweet and it might be wrong, but, and it spurred this whole false narrative. And I don't know, it just really grinded my gears. So it's like, this is like, why do we have to take away from somebody that literally just won the Masters? Like, he's got every advantage that everyone else has. So no advantage in that regard.
100%. One, he has earned it. Two, a lot of players were able to do that. Like you said, like Scott Scheffler could have gone.
Every person invited to the Masters has access to the golf course ahead of time for practice rounds.
But Rory decided not to play in 3 weeks. And he basically said that Augusta National was like his home course. He was going up there so much. Okay. Now, I will also add this point. Guess who was doing that years ago? Tiger Woods. The British Open, he would go 2 weeks before and literally just play. Not just the golf course like St Andrews or Birkdale. He would then play for 2 whole weeks pretty much on links golf courses to prep for the Open Championship. So this has been going on for years.
It's golf.
It's golf. Like, and Rory has earned the right to take them. Some players cannot take them 3 weeks off. Michael Brennan could not have taken them 3 weeks off because this was his first Masters. He's also like grafting on the PGA Tour still. Like, he's at that point in his career. JJ Spawn couldn't have done it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he needed to go and play Valero.
Yeah, exactly. And so this is where I'm just like, 100%. I hated that article. I was like, you have got that so wrong. It is incredible.
Yeah.
So that was a bit of drama as well.
Anyway, if anyone saw that and was confused by that, that's just totally wrong. Yeah. And you should take your golf news from us.
From us, yes. 100%. 100%.
100%. Shane Lowry had a hole-in-one on Saturday. He's the only only holder of multiple holes in one at Augusta National during the Masters tournament. He also made a hole-in-one in 2016, I want to say. On 16.
Yeah. Okay. Let me go through his hole-in-ones. I don't think I've ever seen anyone. He had a hole-in-one a couple of weeks ago as well, by the way.
He's also had a hole-in-one on 7 at Pebble Beach. Like, the man is racking up.
Listen to these. 17 at Sawgrass, iconic par 3. 7th at Pebble, iconic par 3. 16th at the Masters, iconic par 3, or Augusta. He's had one somewhere else. Where else did he have one? Oh, happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday. Yes.
Yay. What else has he got left? Maybe 16 at Waste Management.
Yeah, 16 at Waste. Maybe something at St. Andrews.
I was going to say the 10th at St. Andrews, like the 11th, the 12th, 11th at St. Andrews, maybe. Maybe the postage stamp, but he's not got many left. He holds so many golf shots. He's
collecting his infinity coins of
honestly
golf that iconic hole-in-ones.
Honestly, it's incredible. It's absolutely incredible.
I'm really sad that he shot 7 over on Sunday.
I know. I really wanted him to make a run.
Like Shane Lowry winning the Masters would have been sick.
Hao Tong Lee. I love him. First of all,
live, love forever.
Live, laugh, love. He made a 10 on. He made a 10 on 13.
Okay, just to pause. He's playing with Scotty. He is in the golf tournament.
Oh, yeah.
Like total chance to win. Continue.
He's played unbelievable golf all week. He had an illness on Thursday night, came out and actually played great on Friday. He became, honestly, I've always loved Hao Tong Lee. I remember playing with him. We played, we had a mixed event in Australia. It was the Vic Open. I won it. And shout out to me.
Wow. That's exciting.
Thank you. It was exciting. I beat Ollie Brett, actually. He was caddying for Sandra Garth in the playoff, which I really enjoyed. I think that was
Ollie.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite wins, only because of Ollie. And we were kind of like playing. I was kind of playing behind him, but it was slow, so we were like having a lot of interaction. Dude, he was the funniest guy ever. He is so funny. He swears like a sailor. He says it how it is, and he's just like pretty happy. Like he's honestly, I became a fan after that day. So I think he created a lot of fans because he's just so...
He's whimsical.
And whenever he hits a good shot, he's so happy. Like, he's like, whoa, I hit a good shot there. But anyway, he made a 10. He hit it in the shit on the left for 2 in the azaleas. It took like 40 minutes to play his shot. Scotty walked up to the green from like 70 yards twice just because he was so pissed off that Hao Tong was fucking around in the azaleas. Anyway, ends up getting it on the green for like 5. He's at the back of the green.
Back there.
Literally, Scotty's got like in contention. He's desperate to hit his 8 foot for birdie. And then Hao Tong puts it in the creek, in Race Creek. So he has to go back over. Finally makes a 10. And when he made a 10, the patrons went ballistic. We're like, "Way!" like that. And he just put his arms on. He's like, yeah. So he made a 10. And then he made like an 8 on the next par 3. So he shot like 81 or something in the final round. But he is, I'm sorry, you have to follow him. He made a lot of fans that week.
There's this Instagram account that it's like art imitates life. And there's a painting of a lady in white in a forest setting.
Oh, yeah.
And that account paired it with Hao Tong, who was wearing white in the azaleas. And
yeah. He looked like he's playing Wimbledon.
He posted on his Instagram.
So he played a tournament. I don't know where it was. It might have been Hawaii. I don't know, but it might have been Australia actually. And he's on a boogie board in like 2 foot waves, not even a foot wave. And he's got swimming goggles on. I mean, it's the most incredible thing you've ever seen. And like, he doesn't give a shit.
You know how Americans call boogie boarders kooks?
Oh, really?
Kooks of the day. Yeah, like a lame, like someone that's lame, a shoebie, somebody that wears shoes to the beach, or somebody that's like trying to. So he is the kook of the day.
You sound like you're from Stoke. That's a Stoke accent. Kook. Look at the kookity book.
Kook. No.
Look at the kookity book. Kook.
You're a kookity book.
You're a kookity book.
You're a kookity book.
You're a kookity book.
Okay. Anyway, thank you, Hao Tong, for the laughs, for the joy, for the whimsy. Keep being you, my friend.
Love it.
One thing I wanted to say is there's a lot of hate out there about like influencers or fashion type posts and stuff online at the Masters. And all I want to say is let the girlies live. Like people express their happiness and joy through fun outfits and taking pictures. I don't understand why people are weird about that. People are just
threatened by women. They're just threatened by women.
Yeah. So like let people be happy and take their photos and be so excited and pumped that they're at Augusta National for the Masters. Like, what a special thing. You know who loves to take great photos at Augusta National? This girl. And I'm all, and it's just such an exciting thing to get to do. So like, yeah, you want to document the moment. It's a huge deal. So leave the girlies alone and let them live.
And I will also say on that point, first of all, the camera does love you, Kira, and you love the camera.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's a mutual respect.
I forgot. I've not. So me and Kira haven't actually been in. We've been at events at the same time, but we haven't actually seen each other for ages. And we're at this function last night, and I forget how fun it is having a picture with Kira because I'm obviously stiff as I'm just like smiling, like whatever, just take a picture of me. Kira's moving around, like fucking getting all the angles. I'm like, Kira, just fucking stand still, like just chill.
No. That's not how a great photo is produced. I made sure I called the photographer over to take a picture. I was like, excuse me, you sir, can you take a picture?
I was like, what is she doing now? And she's like, excuse me, hi. Yeah, take a photo of us.
We want to document the moment. We all look cute. You think I put a full face of makeup on after 15 days at the Masters tournament to have nobody see it on the internet?
That's true.
You're crazy.
My Canadian tux made an appearance.
Canadian tux
But I will say, thank you. I will say that the ladies show up for this event, by the way. It is the Ascot Venkatu Derby. Everyone looks fabulous. It's Southern, like, I'm sorry, the outfits are stunning. Like, it's even
Kentucky
I'm like,
Derby,
you guys look amazing.
Meets Garden Party.
Yeah,
it's Southern
incredible.
Charm. It's everything.
So, ladies, keep doing you. You all look fabulous. And it's one of the most incredible crowds to walk around because the ladies show up. And they look classy and fantastic and elegant and just gorge. So you keep
the haters
out,
are just jelly.
Yeah, very much so. Very much so.
Anything else we want to say about the Masters tournament?
It was just great. It's cool.
Merch that you're happy you got. Any?
Yeah, I didn't use the joint account card, put it that way. So Carly has no idea how much I spent. I got some good stuff though this year. Well, I didn't actually pack very well for the Masters. You know me, I'm a bit cash. You do have to be a little bit elevated at the Masters, even when you work it. So I went to merch on Monday, and I've understood that. I realised that on day one. So I did go to
showing
merch.
up in leggings at the Masters.
And t-shirts, and that's kind of what I bought. So I went and got like 5 new tops, and I got some really nice tops, like a bit of cashmere number, a cool green number, a little like navy.
Did you get the green cashmere sweater with the Masters logo? Yeah. I got that one too.
So cute.
Okay, great. We can be matching and cute.
Yeah, so cute. They had some fantastic crew necks for women this year. I thought the women's stuff was better this year.
Yeah, I was quite thrilled with a few of my acquisitions.
So got the gnome. It's in my carry-on. I didn't want to ship that. Well, I couldn't be asked to ship it, so it's in my carry-on. So I shipped the other stuff. So Carly's got a massive box of Master stuff coming her way. Yeah, of things that we don't need, like shot glasses and mugs and things. But you got to do it.
Yeah,
you got to do it at the Masters.
I just wanted to say I was there for 15 days and I had the most amazing time under the umbrellas, and I'm super grateful that everybody, or not everybody, but lots of people watched. And I was walking around the property and people would come up to me and go, "You're the umbrella girl." And I'm so honored to be the umbrella girl. And it was just like, it was so cool to get to hang with people that like have accomplished so much in life, but they're like so pumped to be at the Masters and they love golf. And that's what brings us all together.
And just to big you up a little bit, so for everybody that's listening, Kira does an incredible job at this, by the way. Like, this thing is so good. And for the one episode, if you're going to watch one episode, for me, it's Frankie Fleetwood, where you're doing the snacks with him. And I thought that you just absolutely smashed that. So please go and watch it. It's so cute. And Kira is so adorable in it. And she's amazing in it. And just so lovely. It was just such a cool little thing.
I loved a lot of these episodes, but one of them that really spoke to my like millennial American heart was the episode with Chase Crawford, who played Nate Archibald on Gossip Girl. Mm-hmm. And and I know Chase from various golf things, and he's a really nice, sweet, down-to-earth guy. So when we were walking over for the interview, I go, "Chase, can I please ask you some Gossip Girl questions? Is that okay?" And he was like, "Absolutely." Like, I wouldn't be anywhere without Gossip Girl. Like, let's talk about it. So I love that he had that perspective, first of all. And so we started the interview and I go, "Spotted Chase Crawford at the Masters tournament."
Oh, for God's sake.
And he died laughing. It was... Like, okay, now that I've gotten that out of my system, we talked about golf for a little bit. And then I go, okay, can we talk about Gossip Girl now?
The thing that I want to talk about. Yes.
Yeah. And he was such a great sport. And I don't know, it was the perfect crossover of golf and girlies, and exactly what the show is all about is bringing in a different audience and making the Masters relatable in a different way. So it was just really fun to get to be a part of that. And I feel so lucky that that's what my big part of my job was at the Masters. And then I had so much fun with the Live From team. I was reporting every morning. I had like a 2-hour shift every morning, and I got to put my journalism hat on. And the Live From team, as you know, eats, breathes, and sleeps golf. Like nobody loves golf more than the Live From team. And like down to the crew, like every single person on that crew. So it was a really special week. Special 2 weeks.
It was. Good.
Yes. And now Mel and I are in the big city in New York.
Nice town.
Thank you. We're here for our podcast fam for iHeartRadio's Business of Women in Sports conference.
Yeah.
So we met at the airport yesterday. I've never traveled with Mel. That was a new experience.
Yeah.
Mel had her first empanada. She'd called it a Cornish pasty.
It looks like a Cornish pasty. It is like a Cornish pasty. It was good. So yeah, it was cute traveling with you actually. In separate seats, but I know.
So we're gonna have a big day in the city, in the Isle de Manhattan today.
And then you get to go home, and I get to fly to LA tonight to do I'm doing the JM Eagle for the LPGA in the booth.
She's grinding.
I'm fucking grinding, actually.
Yeah, this is it. We have well and truly are in it for the rest of the season.
Yeah, I'm in it till baby number 2's here. So I actually was texting Carly yesterday, and she's like, "Can you just give me a schedule again? Like I don't have it." And well, she has it at home, but she's on holiday with her family in Tampa. And she was like, "Oh shit." I was like, "Yeah, you're actually going to have to come out, I think, a couple times so that Kai recognizes me still."
Yeah.
But it's all good. You got to do it. You got to do it for a couple of years. And then, he did actually say the other day, he's like, "Mummy, can you come home now?" And I was like, "Oh God, here it goes. Here it goes. It started already." So I know, bless him. But he's quite happy. He's being a Florida boy this week. He's thriving. He's with all his cousins, Alec and Benny, and he's got his little sandals. I don't know what it is with kids in sandals. It is so cute.
Because they're chubby little feet in the sandals.
Yeah, and the little toes hang over the top, and it's so cute. So I'll be home soon, buddy. I'll be home soon.
Well, I'll be home for one day tomorrow, and then I am going to Vegas to play in the 8 a.m. Invitational, which is Justin Timberlake's golf tournament. So I am going to keep on rolling. And then, So anyway, it's been an amazing couple of weeks. And I'll be back in golf working in early May. So I've got a little bit of time to chill.
I'm jealous. What's your shush of the week?
My shush of the week. Oh my God.
Do you want me to go? I mean, it's got to be Martha on it.
Oh, yeah. Okay, go for it.
Mine's Martha the ghost. Even when I gave in to her, she still didn't want it. So
she still didn't want it.
Can we talk about that? Or is it inappropriate?
I mean, maybe it's a bit much.
Okay.
Mel felt that Martha was after one thing from her, and Mel decided to participate, and Martha didn't go for it.
Yeah, I was like, "Martha, if that's what you want, sweetheart." So I gracefully allowed it, and she didn't even want it. It's not even the ghosts having me anymore. I'm officially over the edge.
Okay.
So, but that's the only way I thought to get out of this situation is to just give in to her. And Martha went, "Absolutely not. I'm just here to just fuck with you." So Martha can fuck off. She annoyed me all week, and it was just not a very nice relationship. And I've officially dumped her. She's out of my life. Hopefully,
for good.
So
until
Martha,
the next ghost, Martin.
Until the next one, Martin. No, that's my brother's name. Don't. Oh God, that's gonna be the ick. Yeah, no.
That's your what's name?
One of my brothers. It's called Martin.
Okay, sorry.
No. Sorry. Martha and
I can't keep track of all your siblings.
No, I know. Neither can I, mate. Neither can I. There's a whole
Never mind.
bunch
Okay,
of them.
Martha, rest in peace.
Yeah.
Okay, my shush of the week is probably the weird online hate for people that are having a good time at the Masters tournament.
Yeah.
So just scurry away.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoy your basement.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah.
That's my shush.
It's a good one. I agree with you.
Okay.
Everyone just needs to chill out and just get the fuck out of people's business. Like, who cares? It doesn't affect you. Who cares?
Just be nice.
Just
be nice and be grateful for this lovely thing that we get to enjoy.
Why is everyone just got, I mean, it's the internet, isn't it? But everyone just be nice. Just be nice. Just be kind. It's not that hard.
Yeah. Yeah. And the whole people talking about things that they just are clearly journalistically untrue. Like,
yeah.
No one appreciates good journalism anymore, Mel.
I know.
Gosh.
I know. But if anyone wants any golf knowledge, just come to me and Kira, because what we say is correct.
1000%.
Yeah.
People know.
Yeah.
Okay. So Mel is actually recording this in 3 floors below me. So we're in the same hotel. So I'll see you in the lobby.
Yeah. Oh, which outfit should I wear? This or the brown?
I don't think I got a picture of the brown.
I sent you a video. I literally sent you a video. You're my style.
You sent it to me at 10:59 when I was logging into the podcast. I'm sorry, I didn't look when I was getting ready. For like making sure my light was alive. So I'll look and then I'll let you know. But the black looks nice as far as I can tell.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right. Have a great week. Bye.
I'll see you in 10 minutes.
See you in 2 minutes. Bye.